Sparkle Out Spiritual Chat Show, Part 2 with Kelly BRICKEL, psychic medium and numerologist and spiritual healer. Unfortunately, that first lot of recording I got put out of it. So I don't know what happened there. I disappeared, but I'm back again. Hopefully there's no more glitches with the system. But if there is, our lovely Judith Miller will continue on until the very end. Kelly, you're back. You're back.
It's just like if Titanic sinks, the band will be playing until the very end.
Yeah, exactly. Do you know what I was wanting to ask you though, and I'll say it in case I disappear again, is how I know you're founder and owner of Sacred Spiral Network, metaphysical and spiritual broadcasting as well. When did all this start for you doing this? Because I know you've done a lot of background work and radio work as well. So how did this begin for you on the spiritual side?
Sure. Yeah. So Judith and I were talking about that. And it was just, it's been a lifelong passion, and everything kind of converged because on one end, I was very passionate about talk radio, and I would like listen to that a lot as a kid, with just anything eclectically, as well as like spiritual, like Hay House radio, with like different authors and speakers who would be on sharing about like health or wellness or psychic and mediumship. So that was something that I really took within my life, and it brought me a lot of goodness. And so I had a passion for it. And I went to radio camp too when I was younger. So I kind of thought about integrating some part of speaking or helping others get their voice and their gifts out at a young age, facilitate that. And then with WLPKDB, about a couple years ago, I was a part of a digital radio show that I got to create through their network when they were open, and they shut down. And I was like, this is so positive. Please teach me how you did everything so I can try and attempt and actually create a platform to allow people to continue to do that. So I'm not a tech savvy person. I actually am not, but I just developed skills and departments where I think I could help other people, and I'm very passionate about like offering people platforms to be themselves and have a chance to express, and also for people to be helped that receive the readings or do feel a sense of community. I just think it's so important. There's just so many positives involved, and as well as I'm very passionate about it, that's why I put myself into it. That's where all the energy comes from.
Yeah. So it's kind of full time for you, isn't it, Kelly? Because you do it quite a lot with your show.
Yeah. So there's a lot of shows waiting to get into creation. So it's going to actually expand this year much more. I've kind of had a put a pause on this because like I'm a professional psychic medium, as well as I put together shows for everybody else, and also try to continue my own platform. So I've been learning how to juggle.
Getting that balance, though, isn't it, Kelly? It's getting that balance as well. Because I find that as well, you're creating a platform for other people, and also we're doing the show and for to getting out there in the public to help other people. But at the same time, you kind of have to still concentrate on you and your own spiritual work for Spirit World as well. So it's getting that balance, isn't it? Which can be quite hard, to combine it all together.
Yeah, I've been learning, and we're all maturing. That's the name of the game with coming to Earth, and as we age, we mature with so many different things. And I've been definitely getting like my health stronger and my schedule. So I've been really tasked change my stamina and my routines and things like that. So it's been very positive, but I need a minute before I'm grounded enough to continue to help others. So we have always expansion, but we're going right on time with how things need to happen.
Yeah. We always grow as we go, don't we?
Yeah, that's for sure.
And you're right to say about your health as well, because your health is very important. And it can, if we do too much, or you can burn out, and it becomes quite draining for you. So it's like you have to recharge your batteries again, haven't you? Just to make sure that you're okay for what you're doing. Even though you're helping other people, you still have to look after yourself. Do you feel that as well?
Yeah, I think that is definitely indicative in the work that we do when we are showing up for others. With being a healer, a psychic medium, I truly believe that, and I'm likening this to the actual like broadcasting Sacred Spiral Station 2 as well. I really truly believe like when we're in service as energy workers, and we're reading other people's energy, we have signed up whether for 30 minutes or an hour to go. I'm not going to be myself for 30 minutes or an hour. I'm going to be in spirit's energy, right? I'm not supposed to be paying attention to me. I'm supposed to be paying attention to spirit or you in order to help you and to tune in and to let go and try to be a channel or a vessel. And sometimes people that get into this work, they're used to, not really paying attention, right? Because they're doing a bunch of other things and they're helping to serve. And so it's a lifelong understanding of how you can help others super effectively and help yourself. And it's really like a physical and spiritual journey, as well. Like, how are we taking care of the vessel? How do we actually have enough energy to do it? Because I know that I have the energy to do it, but I go, oh, with my limitations as Kelly, with everything that I've experienced and how I've survived up to this point within my life, how I've coped with family, friends, with sleeping, with eating, with emotional regulation, it has only gotten so far. And I know I can do it, but I have a lot to grow and a lot to learn.
Yeah, it's a continuous learning though, isn't it? It's continuous.
Cycles, really, isn't it? Cycles, continuous cycles. I don't mean to interrupt, ladies, but Kelly, when you were talking, I've written it down. 2113. It was a child's voice. It was a child's voice came over the computer. Did either of you two hear it?
No.
I heard some feedback. And I'm like, oh, what? I hear things in the background, but I didn't catch it. A 213, you said?
2113.
2113.
Yeah, I just heard it very quickly.
Right.
I could hear the interference, but then could hear the clear. It's really clear. It's a child's voice came across.
We seem to get that a lot, Judith, because we've had a man's voice, we've had a lady's voice that's came through when we've been doing the show. No, I never heard it, but maybe other people did. Did you hear it?
If you hear it, but it was at I wrote it down, 2113. I don't know what she said, but I feel it was a young girl. Yes, yes, it was a young girl.
Well, I'll go back onto the recording round about that time and see if we can pick something up on it that we could maybe, highlight a little bit more.
I think whoever it is, I feel she was trying to get Kelly's attention. It was Kelly talking. I feel she's been trying to get your attention, Kelly. Yeah,
I'm listening because you're picking it up. I'm listening.
Stacey, I heard it last time I was on.
Stacey heard it last time I was on here. Okay.
Yeah, it's definitely a young girl this time. I think it was 100% a young girl, but I definitely feel Kelly. She's trying to connect with you. She's trying to shout to you.
Yeah, and there are someone else also saying there's definitely echoes at the moment, but yet all our system is actually working fine. So it's obviously spirit it's obviously spirit, poor Jason, because he used to come back on again because there was such a glitch on with all the echoes and everything, but we kind of thought it was his end, but maybe it's not his end at all. Maybe it's to do with the energy of spirit.
Yeah, I know there's echoes, but it was really clear. It was a young girl's voice. I really wish I heard what she shouted, but I honestly feel she shouted to Kelly. She's been saying that Kelly was talking, so I feel she's trying to connect with shout to Kelly.
Yeah,
I wish I could have heard it. Like, as you're saying that, I just see like a young girl kind of like pulling at like a curtain or a dress and saying, "Hey, pay attention." That's all I see. I don't hear anything, so I'm like listening. I'm like, maybe I can stimulate through what you're connecting to.
She's definitely tried to get your attention.
Yeah, we'll look back on that then. 2113. I'll stop on the recording on this. And and then we'll see what we can get from it. That would be interesting.
2113 stand for, Kelly? The time we wrote, that time after that young girl spoke. What does that time tell you? 2113.
2113. Well, I'm not sure. I'll be honest. I'm not sure. I'm not getting a clear connection to it. If I have a connection to it, away I go. But it's a 7 vibration. 2113 is a 7 vibration, and that's the number of spirituality and the higher mind. And I guess the only thing I can answer on that is there's some kind of understanding of acknowledging healing within our younger selves. Paying attention to kind of these innocent parts of ourselves that need to be acknowledged. I feel like there's maybe some type of thing in there, but I'm being really honest. I'm not sure, but I love the fact that you heard I love the fact that you heard spirit. I'm curious what you're picking up. You know?
Yeah, definitely. When you listen to it back, it's not far into the second part. You'll hear it. It just very, very sharp.
If you heard it though, Judith, and none of us heard it, what makes you think it's not for you?
I'm not feeling it's for me. I'm feeling it's for Kelly. I don't feel it's for me. I normally would. No, I'm not feeling it's for me at all. I'm really feeling it's for Kelly. I feel somebody's trying to connect with Kelly.
Yeah.
I feel like there's a young girl in spirit around Kelly, and she's trying to connect with Kelly. For what reason, I'm not sure yet, but I definitely feel she's trying to connect to Kelly.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll see what we can get. We can see what we can get later on.
I want to say 6 or 7. Age 6 or 7, I want to say.
Go ahead.
No, it's okay. It's fine.
I was going to say, someone was, and I wonder if this relates to it too, because I wondered, but Hardeep even says, you're talking, I was talking about looking after myself while interviewing, and then Kelly, you were talking about childhood memories when that was, and that's when you heard it. So there's some type of connection to there where someone's where there's healing coming out.
I'm 100% getting this, Kelly. Yeah.
Thank you for putting that on, Hardeep.
Yeah, that's good. And I wasn't even talking on what you were talking about because it just threw me when I heard a girl's voice. So with that, Hardeep was able. It's 100% is connected. Don't you just love it when spirit join in?
Oh yeah.
It has to be connected. It has to be connected. I agree.
Yeah. Oh, there's definitely a connection. But I never heard it at my end.
Could be the
Kelly,
feedback too, it could have been the same time.
Yeah, I've been hearing some feedback. I never heard
I think, do you have a tab open, Alice? Or do you have someone else listening to the device in the background? Because the feedback, I think, is coming from your end. I can hear it.
No, I've got no tabs opened. There's nothing open.
Oh, no. Okay.
No, I've only this tab open.
Yeah.
And I don't
know. I've got no tabs open at all. No.
Or another window that's hidden?
No. I'll check, but
I'm looking around my screen like this.
No,
What are you doing, Judith?
no.
Well, there's technology shenanigans going on for sure.
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
got voices of spirit, and we got technical difficulties.
But if you even look at Kelly, there's a lot of spirit around Kelly. See if you look at Kelly to this side, where
yeah,
where the doors, what's that, like doors is there? You watch, do you see like the image? It keeps changing. There's a lot of spirit around Kelly.
yeah,
There
yeah,
it's changing and changing. There's a woman's face coming forward, and she's looking beside you, and she's looking directly at Kelly.
yeah,
So
yeah.
there's a lot of
Somebody said that a minute ago.
Did they?
Yeah, I'm just looking to see if I can find it. Someone put a comment on.
At least you know we were all listening to you all. Yeah, hardly, that's true. Thank you.
Somebody put a comment on. I'm sure I'm seeing my face on you, Kelly. If I could share an image of myself, I would, not in a creepy way. so people are seeing images and over you.
There's a
We're,
lot of
we're channeling energy, right? We're
Yeah,
channeling
well,
energy.
that's it. And this is what happens though when people like use like the voice box, the ghost box, etc. When they're using that, this is what they get. They get spirits coming forward. They get they sometimes they just get names as well coming in, or conversations. But this is what you get. Do you do that at all? Do you do any paranormal, Kelly?
That's not something that I guess have a lot of experience in. I have gone to certain like houses and properties. I have tuned into a couple of cases, so I do have a little bit of experience with it. And honestly, if you're sensitive to spirit, you can get a lot. But definitely, it's not my specialty. But I totally believe in it.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I do as well. I do. Deirdre's just put a comment. Thank you, Deirdre, for putting this up. Good evening, everyone. Hope everyone is well. Hope you're well too, Deirdre. Mercury is in shadow period, communication issues, internet, etc. Well, that would explain why I got kicked off my own show tonight.
Way of saying
I must have been a bad girl. Yeah.
So Kelly, taking us back before you're out of time, because I know you have other things, but I wanted to say, when you started your show, did you just start off a couple and think, I'll see how it goes, or did you start off with the intention of making it big from the beginning? That thought process, that intention.
Well, it's a multifaceted question too. Anything that I put my heart into, I do try to give it a lot of attention, and I do try to build on it. And whether or not it's the perfect fit with the people that I'm with, like let's say if I'm part of a group that's helping to facilitate it, I go, I'm going to learn about this, and if it's the perfect family or community, then great. Let me just build as much as I can build, or let me just take what I've learned and continue to go with it. So I knew it was going to be something that I was going to put a lot of time and attention into. And the first show that I did, I actually had 3 shows because I loved it so much on like the digital radio network that I was a part of prior. It was the psychic hour, then it was the psychic reading hour, or the psychic hour reading show, I should say. I'm so sorry. And then it developed into the numerology hour too. And so those are one show going into 3 shows, because again, I wanted to do so much, and it felt so natural. It felt so natural, and it felt so healing, and it felt so positive. And I saw a lot of positives within my work, not just with I guess how it felt to be on the air. So with all the pluses, I just continued to go forward with what felt natural and healthy and expansive to me. And so yeah, I have 3 shows that I rotate around the week still, and then we have a Debbie's show, Transcend Debbie, and then we have Jennifer Rose's show, Embracing Infinity. So 5 shows that we rotate every week, and much more are coming with that. So I hope that answers that question. I just knew I really liked it. So yeah, I was probably gonna, when I found the right fit, I knew I was gonna do a lot with it. It wasn't always easy to find the right fit. There was other opportunities before that actually did not line up, as I hoped prior, actually. So it's just
I asked because to me, it's relevant when we start something, because, like Alice, when you started the Spiritual Sparkle of Light chat show, I know you started it and you've been running it for a couple of years on your own before I helped join in. And I feel when you started that, you did so with big intentions. And I think it's important you do that, because we're creating what we're putting out. And to manifest that in a big way, when I always say, when we manifest, if we focus on what we don't want, that's what we are creating. Whereas when we do it with big intentions, you're putting it out there and trusting it's going to happen. And I feel that has happened for you, Alice, and I feel that is happening for you too, Kelly. Does that make sense?
Well, I kind of think the same as you, Kelly. That kind of started this off spirit led, as to sharing how much spirituality has changed, and also for people that are needing that, perhaps that concept of knowing that there is life after life, and educating people in different ways, as in educating ourselves too. Every time I'm on here, I learn something. Every time it's shared out into the audience, and the viewers and listeners, they learn something. So it's a continuous growth of learning for us all. And I kind of, you're right. You don't go into something hoping that it's not going. You want it to go big, and you want it to go out into the world to help other people. You are the voice for spirit world, and there's so much that they want us to know. There's so much change on the horizon that they want to share. And for people who are scared of changing into new change with spirit, then it's to let them know it's okay to change. It's okay to move forward with it. We have to move forward with the time.
Do you not think, personally, I think from a bystander watching Kelly's shows, watching the feedbacks of it, and then the different shows that Kelly does, it's every day. We're just everyday people. We're showing that we're just everyday people. We're all learning. We're all trying to find our path, but we're trying to help others along the way. And I think that's what it's about. It's nice that it's about that. We're showing that, like Kelly's on here, you're just chatting away as normal, but you're doing all this work in the background, and you're helping others share their light too. And that's lovely. It's nice that can be done. And same with Alice, with the different guests. And that, I believe that's what it's about, showing who you really are in the spiritual and in the physical way.
Mm-hmm. I think so. And I think I want to give you 2 credit, Judith. I think, I don't know completely, because you're feeling things and you're inspired to say things, but I think you said that in a way, because that's something that I'm trying to get back to. So when I first came into this work, I was so passionate. And that's like with psychic mediumship and so passionate that oh my gosh, I would take classes and learn. Like I would meditate. I was so like, it was my world. It still is my world in my life. I don't have much time to do anything else, my goodness. But I had so much intention built up in it, and I would visualize, and like, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. This is how it's going to go. And now I don't have time to visualize, and I've been trying to create that back within myself, and I've been trying to say the exact things that you're saying. What do I want to do with this now? Like, need to visualize, I need to see, and that is something I'm trying to integrate back, because that is very much a thing. When you feel so driven with something, it is something that naturally comes through. Exactly right. You're exactly right.
Yeah,
Can I just
on the heart.
Can I just say, Hardeep has put a question in there for you, Kelly. Would you say that for some, and I can speak from my own experience, it feels like I'm traveling back and forward to who I am?
Oh, yes, I love it.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
oh, go ahead. Let me know how I can. Please jump in,
Yeah.
and I'll you.
Yeah. So, would you agree with that? Have you had that experience? I know I have. You feel that you're traveling back and forward to who you are, but then it's
Part of the journey.
it is part of the journey, you know. And also, Hardeep, I mean, we've all been, I believe in past life as well, so we've all been here before many times, you know. I think you'd have to be a bit naive to think this was the only time you were here, and when you go, then that's the end, because that's just not the case at all. And I mean, there was even, I don't know if you ever watched a program, Kelly, it was about young children, and they were talking about their past life, the parents that they had before. They could even take you to the house they lived in, and they gave a whole spectrum of what their life was like. And when you look back in the history, even to the year of when this child spoke about, it was there in the history. And there's no way that a child of 4-5 year old knew all of that, you know. I don't know if you've ever seen that show, but it was quite interesting.
I've seen like certain shows that will bring up those experiences, and I've read a lot of like Dr. Brian Weiss, and he does studies with different people, or accounts for stories, how they just happen to know things that they can actually verify within like historical records. So absolutely. With Hardeep, I think like we go through cycles. We go through so many cycles, and you could spiritually kind of get into the philosophy of, well, you could say that we're experiencing things backwards and forwards with the lives that we choose. Like, a part of us has to reenact a lesson. A part of us has to re-experience and integrate. So it's like, I've been here before. Like, haven't I already learned this? Why am I getting this again? And when we do that throughout our current lifetime, it's have I really understood who I am? Have I really understood my yeses and nos, and what I believe in, and how I want to help others? And we're constantly re-examining our choices. We're constantly re-examining what we've built, and what we've allowed, and who we've allowed in our energy, and what we're willing to co-create all around us on an individual scale and a collective scale. So yes, you're going to feel very ping-pongy when self-awareness and development come into play. Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's part of our journey, and I always believe it's part of Spirit would always say to me, by understanding our different paths, the different lives that we have, we're combining it all together, and we're understanding our true power. Have either of you never heard of Dorothy Eady?
Of Dorothy Eady, did you say?
Eady.
Yeah.
I've heard
She
of
was,
Dorothy Eady, but I'm not familiar too much.
No, not Dorothy Eady, I haven't, no.
So she died as Seti. So when she was born, she believed that she had been reincarnated, and like she thought she was an Egyptian priestess. So that the family kept saying to her, "No, you can't," and she kept going back and doing different. So they tested her, and she was able to write and draw a diagram of like the chambers and the pyramid chamber in all the different places, and like the tomb and the steps and the corners, and she drew an exact plan of the area that she'd never been to, but she remembered from when she was in her past life. And she maintained that she never forgot anything. And she carried on. She became an Egyptologist, but she insisted that she was buried, like, you know, and like a priestess would have been, and positioned, and when she died. The story of her is amazing. You should read her story.
Yes, I wrote it down, Judith. I wrote it down. Dorothy Eden. Yeah.
Very, very inspiring.
Dorothy Eden. I'll look into it. Dorothy Eden.
Yeah, I wrote it down.
Eady. Dorothy Eddy or Edie. And
right. I wrote Eadie. Okay. Yeah. Eady. Okay. All right.
So, and it's Seti. She believed that she was Seti, and she was a high priestess. Her stories, it's amazing. And when you read the detail of everything that she was able to explain, and the details, and about what happened to her in her life and how she died, and it's fascinating, really, really fascinating.
I think, you know, we're channeling so much information, like, on just an everyday basis. You know, with all the work, I don't know how you feel, Judith and Alice, but I do really feel like humanity, with how it expresses itself, it's really a hive mind, and we pick up so many things from other people, like stuff that is non-local, past, present, future, and very distant, and you know, we have all these overlaps. Rather than separations. We're like stacked. It's like, you know, reality is like stacked, and we're just like we're in the past, the present, and the future.
Absolutely, yeah.
It's like rather than separate, and it happened back then, or it's gonna happen. It's like,
and we're literally just frequency differences. You know, we can switch our frequency, and we're in that timeline. We're in that dimension. You know, it's everything is. So we're multidimensional. So we literally just need to change the frequency that we're vibrating at now, and we will switch into one of them lines very easily. It's like going to do remote viewing. We can do remote viewing. And because Spirit always say to me, Judith, you don't need to wait until you've transitioned. In the spirit world, we just say, and we're there. And it's basically, you do the same. You set the intention, you just go. And so what we're doing is we're literally changing the frequency that we're vibrating, and we have just flipped into the other dimension, flipped into that other frequency. And yeah, they're all happening. It's like Spirit showed me the grids, and it's literally the different frequencies and dimensions within all the grids. And it's pretty cool, actually. So it is. It's pretty cool.
There's so much, isn't there? There's just so much. It's, you know, you just want to eat it up and swallow it up and just gather as much as you possibly can. Yeah.
There's a lot to munch on if you want a midnight snack of what to tune into energetically, right? A little bit of this, a little bit of that. But yeah, some people are really in tune to grids. Like there's people who actually can see grid lines within the earth. I that's not my specialty. Like I'm looking at someone's individuality, like the aura, rather than the anima or the nature of things at times. It's fascinating.
Yeah, it is. You know, I think it's to do with your own. Well, obviously, it's to do with your own energy. You know, let's put it this way: if we were all the same, it would be boring. So it's good that we're all different. We can learn off each other.
Lorna's like, it's confusing. Yeah, it feels like that. Too much to choose.
But our journeys are never easy. You know, for us to say they're easy, we would be lying to everybody, because they're not easy. They're amazing, but everybody still has their ups and downs as we're learning and we're growing and we're discovering, and we're still learning through experience and everything we do, really. Aren't we?
Well, talking about energy that's changing, we will now have to do a close on this, but stay on, Judith. Don't go anywhere.
Okay.
Yeah, and I know Kelly, you've got something on, so you'll be going to do that. But we're going to do live readings, Kelly. I know you're going to go and you're doing something else, but you're welcome to stay on for the live readings if you have the time. I'm just going to reconnect on this and start with our signature tune for the live readings. I'm doing it a little bit different tonight, and because of the technical hitch, I don't want to go off and not go back on again. Yeah, so I'm going to do it a little bit different tonight. We're going on to live readings. So Kelly, if you can stay, my darling, it would be absolutely wonderful. But if you have to go, that's absolutely fine. I would like to thank you from my heart to yours. Thank you so much for being on the show this evening. It's been, or during the day, wherever you are in the world. It's been great having you, and hopefully we can have you on again some other point, and we can all have a chat about a different topic. So thank you for joining us this evening.
Yeah,
so I will.
Congratulations on your show.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bigger and better. Bigger and better.
Thank you. I'd love to have you both on my show too, like as a guest as well.
Thank you so much, my darling. Thank you. We appreciate you. So now we're going on to live readings. That's us. We're back.
Is it? Can I ask? Can I? I can stay for like 15 minutes. Can I do readings for a little bit and then I can pop off? Is that okay?
That would be fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. You're more than welcome. So let us start with our live readings. The numerology, so can we maybe start then with yourself, Kelly, because I know you're going to have to go off. So if you want to see if you're someone you're drawn to, whatever, if it's spiritual mediumship, psychic, numerology, whatever, the show is yours. Okay.
Okay. All right. We'll share in the love, and I have the honor of being the first person. So I'll do some numerology to open it up. So if anyone is open to a reading, let me know. That's how I know I can come to you. And if you're on your birth date, that is great too as well, and I can go into your energy. So if you're open to a reading, please let me know and pop down your birth date. So we have. Okay. Let's see. So Hardeep, so you said you're open, and can you give me your birth date, please? You can give me your month and your day, or you can give me your month, your day, and the year. Okay, and so thank you. So we got August 25th, 1971. So Hardeep, if you have a question, let me know what your question is. If not, I can just do a general reading, and I have plenty to say too as well. So you just let me know how I can help for a moment if that is something that you are curious with a question additionally. Okay. So I'm going into the numerology. So I know that Hardeep is an attitude 6. A personal day 7, and then he is an added life path, 6 as well. I'm just going to double check the math on that. That looks right, and that looks right. Okay.
25/8/1971. Okay.
Yes.
That's
yes.
his numbers.
Then, so you said thank you. He's 2 questions, please. After put down your questions now, so I can go to them as I'm talking. So write out your questions while I'm talking with you, and that will how I'll just naturally go in. Okay, Hardeep. So it lets me know that like family is super, super important to me. Just by looking at your numbers, you're a 6. And it lets me know that you're very hardworking, and you said you're a female. And thank you. So your family is very important to you. You're very hardworking, and you go above and beyond for people, and you're very generous. So all that you want at the end of the day is thank you. So sixes, it's a very material number. It's a number that is, I'm here to serve others and to help others. And you really just want to put people into situations where they can feel loved and welcomed. And so with sixes, there's a natural instinct where they know when they meet people, you're part of the tribe or you're not part of the tribe. And you said one of your questions is career path, so I'll look at that in a second. And in order for career, what I'm a little bit with that, since you have so many prominent sixes, you have to be in a career where you feel like work environment is your family. You have to be in an environment where it's a level of personalized gratification. Certain numbers where they separate, okay, I'm at work now and then I go home and I have a family and I have friends. For a six to be truly happy and fulfilled, they have to feel like that their life has meaning, where they're giving nurturing to those around them and they're elevating everybody that is with them on the journey. So you will be maternal to your coworkers. You will try to help people celebrate birthdays. You will encourage others to pitch buy a gift. Again, there's an element where you want people to feel loved. That needs to come into your work environment. It can't be separate for there to be full true fulfillment. And you're saying absolutely, so you can understand that. So let me look directly at your questions too as well. Career path. I felt I knew what it was, but now I'm seeing that maybe it was all for me to use in this field. Okay. And the second question, I put to all my emotions ones, health, death events. Okay. You said yes, it's I can make out some of it. Yeah, I have a feedback.
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah, I can hear the feedback. It's echoing quite a bit.
I don't have any tabs open on my end. If anyone has any tabs open on their end or other feedback, I don't know. So I'm sorry that there's feedback.
No, don't worry about it. It's not your fault. It's but there's no tabs opened. There's none open. So just carry on the best we can.
Sure. So with Heart Deep within your job, you are in a cycle of 5. Okay. So this is going to kind of help influence what's going on with your life. So everyone goes through cycles, individual cycles that change every year. And those cycles, those numbers enact certain lessons for us for the year, what we have to become, what we have to embody. So you're in 5 this year, and that is the embodiment of change. And it usually correlates to I have to change my job, or I have to change even where I move. It's about literally making sure your routine is not what it used to be, because you're growing and you have to get new skills. So you have to like apply yourself in a way where you're like, I am different now, and now like I don't play by the same rules, not just philosophically, but actually in physically how I move and get up out of bed in the morning and where I go. And now what I tell people that, let's say I have this new job, or I just got certified in this area. So you're saying I'm not working now due to major events. Okay, you said 100%. So 100% you can understand how there needs to be like a complete change. Okay, please let me know if that makes sense, if that's what your 100% meant. But there has to be some type of change within work. You're saying you're not working now, but you're ready to actually start to get the skills to be in a new part of your career. You said, yes, I understand it completely. So you're ready to work again. So that is coming into effect. It's also like setting you up for, and you mentioned this before you talked about your emotions and how that's created blockages. It's also setting you up for analysis within your life of, and again, this year, your awareness is an effect. Next year, you'll have to do something about it. But you are going to make some changes with friends and family. So you're aware of my lifestyle's not really working. And because of that, it's problems within me where I broke down. I broke down, and right now I'm repairing how I get my confidence and my money back on board. I haven't fixed everything with friends and family. That's next year. Okay. And you said setback has been family, right? So right now it's like, do everything that you're doing to build yourself up, and then you make the boundaries next. You're saying, now that I have my strength back, now I have to set the boundaries in place. So I could go on and on. I want to give this to Alice or Judith if they want to say something too. I could literally go on for another hour. No joke. But the number one thing is there has to be understanding with how, with the newness that you're taking on, that you're cultivating something that feels supportive, like a family unit, and something you can put your heart into to reignite your energy, because your energy is low right now and your health is coming back online. You need things to actually support you for you to get stronger and healthier. And that is going to be within the career you choose, not I need to get money to get healthier. No, it runs like they support one another. Okay, you'll get more money because you're healthier and you're in a good environment and you're in the right environment. So you're saying, yes, you have to create that. You have to create that. And then you have the boundaries things that are draining you, and that will be looked at more next year. Okay, so that's all I'm going to say. I'm going to wrap that up in a little bow, acknowledging the 2 questions. All right.
Thank you so much, Kelly. Thank you so much. That was a beautiful reading and a beautiful message for everyone. Judith, you want to go next? I see you're I know you're tuned in just now.
I'm tweaking away here and writing down as I go. Okay, so this time I'm just going with what I've got coming forward. So please jump in whenever you can feel it resonates with you. So I want to talk about someone who feels they've had to put their plans on the shelf. They're giving a lot of love right now, but they're giving it to everyone around them, but not to themselves. I'm not sure if I'm linking in with you, but Kelly, if something tells me I might be actually linking in with Kelly. To who were you connected with, Hardy?
Yeah, it was Hardy. Yeah.
Okay. I could be wrong, but something tells me I'm connecting in with Kelly. I want to talk about Portugal. Portugal is very relevant. Now, I'm not linking in with you, Kelly. I also want to talk about a little boy in spirit. And when the little boys came forward with the lady, I want to say, like grandmother, came forward with a little boy, I felt so emotional. I actually was going to take myself off. I thought I was going to cry. I felt so overwhelming, the emotion. And I've also been told tears in the sky, and it's the name of a song. I've never heard of it before. I actually was just checking to see if such a song existed, or was it the lyrics? And there is a song exists called Tears in the Sky. So I'm being drawn to past that. It's very relevant. I'm being shown suitcases being packed away. And also beef sausage rolls is very relevant. Also, I want to talk about the lady in question. I feel she would have made jam, like I feel like jam or purees, and she would have put like it's wee floured paper covers underneath the lids, and I'm saying it's like little floured paper. And it looks like jam. It could be jam or puree, but I felt she made quite a few of those. You haven't got it. Okay. Hardeep, have you a child in spirit? I feel that the child in spirit is being looked after by someone's mum, is what I want to say. You, Alison, okay? I want to connect it all in. So, Alison, if you can listen, and Hardeep, your dad's mum, okay? It's all connected. It's all you have to do, Kelly. Really good.
I'm about. I have 5 more minutes, but I was just saying, hey, Alice.
Oh, right. So I want. Okay, you didn't know it was a boy. I felt I was linking in to Hardeep. I'm being shown a little boy in spirit, and the little boy comes forward with, I feel grandmother to him, and it would be then obviously mum is what I was getting. Pickles and chutney. Yeah. Was it little, I want to say it's like little flowery paper, little flowery paper lids that went under with elastic band around it.
Alison, take it as well, just to let you know.
I also want to talk about trampoline, someone hurting their leg on the trampoline. But I also want to say the lady with the jam pots couldn't lift her arms high. She would have been restricted. She would have had pain in her shoulders, so she wouldn't have been able to lift her arms high. The month of August is very relevant for memory. I want to say it's very strange. Normally I would get birthdays or anniversaries, but I'm being told birth. So that's very strange. I don't normally get just told birth. I want to say August's connected. And I also do want to say that there is a connection to, yes. I do want to also say a connection to the US. Please, what else would you like me to pass then? To link this in with the Portugal connection is very relevant. I feel it would have been relevant this year. Portugal connection is relevant this year. And I want to talk about the suitcases being packed away. Either somebody went to Portugal or is going to go to Portugal or cancelled to Portugal, but it's relevant to this year. I also want to tell you there's a birthday in July. Don't resonate. No, it's all one. It's all part. It's all connected. Alison, can you take the jam? Can you take the jam with the wee pots? Can you take a grandmother in spirit?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, I was answering for you there.
Okay, so mum and dad retired to Portugal. Okay, and you want to go in August. Okay. Alison, I feel your brother's birthday's July. Okay. Thank you. Okay. So then you can take all the different the links in. So I want to link in about the little boy in spirit. He is with mum or I feel it would be grandmother to the little boy. I want to say yes. I'm being told yes. Song Tears in the Sky is very relevant. There's a very poignant message in that. And the little boy comes with his grandmother. He very much around. She would carry him where she goes, he goes. Okay. You lost a baby, not sure. I have to say, baby boy, I'm being shown. I'm a baby boy. And also I'm being given the name. Okay. I'm also being given the name Stephen. So I want to pass the name Stephen. And the name, I want to say earthly plane. There's a Stephen on the earthly plane. And I feel it's connected family-wise. There's a Stephen within family. Might be a name within a name, but there's the name Stephen is very relevant. And I want to connect that to family. Please watch out for little feathers. Alison, I want to say to you feathers, because have you also a connection to the US? I feel that there's a connection to America, or like a memory. There's a connection to the US as well. Is linked with travel. I want to say travel. Either mum and dad had been to the US, or there's travel to the US is connected. Go ahead, please. What else would you like me to pass? Have you, I want to say I'm being shown with little blue blankets. Stephen always comes up. Mum thought she had lost a twin and she was pregnant with me. Okay. I want to say I feel it's Stephen on the earthly plane too. Would Stephen be a family name, as in like other members, you would get called after your aunt or your friend. I feel that there's another connection also with the Stephen. Go ahead, please. What were you explaining there? Okay, so the travel, I lived in Canada for 8 years and visited the US. Okay. Okay. I also want to say that there's no hard date them on. This is Alison. Now Alison's able to take it all. It's very important that okay. Gosh, I'm sorry. I feel so emotional right now. I'm really trying to not cry. Alison, they would like to know if you would like to give your little boy a name. I always get no name whenever the pregnancy has not went full term. And they're asking would you like to give your little boy a name. I feel
Everybody,
really.
I'm so sorry. I'm gonna love and say goodbye.
Bye-bye, Kelly. Thank you for being on the show. Take care. God bless.
Kelly.
God bless.
I have to say I feel very emotional, but in a loving way, not in a bad way. I feel very emotional in a loving way. It's important that, okay, they're asking me, would you like to give your little boy a name? Would you like to name your little boy in spirit? They're very much, he's around you quite a lot. I have to say he's around you an awful lot. And I also, Aled, okay, Aled. Okay, they said that's lovely. That's lovely. I also want to say to you, Alison, to watch out for feathers, and I'm being showing. Yeah, no, there's a lot of love, a lot of it's like it feels quite emotional, but in a loving way. It's like a reunite, everybody's kind of reuniting. But I also want to say I'm being shown something blue, like a blue blanket, or like I want to say blanket. It could be tile, but I want to say blanket is what I'm being shown, like a little blue blanket or a blanket with blue on it. I know you said you weren't sure whether you have a little boy or a little girl in heaven, but I'm being shown something with a blue blanket or blue on it, so I have to pass that. And I feel like it's a keepsake. And either it's passed down through the family as a gift, or it was something to do with the little one before their arrival. They'll have it. And I want to say about the feathers, watch out for little, and it'll be little tiny fluffy feathers. Okay, little tiny fluffy feathers. Please know that grandmother brings him around a lot. They bring him around a lot, and now echoing with Judith. Yeah, it doesn't surprise me because it's very there's a lot of emotion of energy around me, I can feel, and it's beautiful in a way. It's just love. There's so much love coming forward. But I want to say Madrid is relevant. If you haven't been to Madrid, you will travel to Madrid. Yeah, the echoes are very strong today. And I also want to talk Mildred. It's a very old-fashioned name, an old name, Mildred, but I have to go Mildred. She made her last batch of jam the day she passed away, April. Okay. She's very strongly around you, Alison, and I have to say, you enjoy the travel. It does. It's like it clears you. It rejuvenates. I know travel gives us, we all love a holiday, but it does something to you. It opens your awareness. It literally changes your vibration in the sense that it makes you more, I want to say more spiritual. I don't know how else to explain that, but it makes you more spiritual. And you're going to the places that you're being drawn to. Mildred is an old patient, okay, because Mildred very much kept coming forward. and I knew it was an older name. So Milton was also coming forward to say hi. Okay. She said lots of love. But I have to say to you, you will travel to more places and you will be traveling to where you're drawn to. You are very spiritual. Places that you're traveling to, pay attention to how you're feeling because it's opening more and more awareness because you have connections, you have spiritual connections. So I want to say pay attention to how you're feeling and that awareness energy. It opens more and more each time. So I'm going to leave you with the knowledge of that your little one's very much around you and know that she's around you a lot, or he's around you a lot, I want to say. But also his grandmother's around him a lot. And I have to say the Mildred, I want to say a bit of a character. Very much said it as she needed to say it. She's never changed, but that's who she was, and that's what made her personality. She was very straight talking. Nearly sometimes she was wanting to go, but that's just her personality. So I'm going to leave you with their love and know that they're very much around you always. You look forward to traveling. It's been on hold. Yes, please do so. You'll surprise yourself. I think you'll notice them a lot more now. So you will. You're very welcome, Alison. Thank you for letting me connect.
That's a lovely comment Alison has made for those who can't actually see and they're just they're actually just audio only. Alison has said, I look forward to traveling. It has been on hold. I will watch out for those feelings. Thank you so much for such a lovely reading. So thank you. That's
Thank you.
so, and then another comment saying beautiful. So I will continue on now. I will just take that part off. Okay. And I'll continue on now with my reading. Okay. Right. I don't know at the moment who I'm going to, but I'm going to tell you who I'm connected to. Okay. And then we'll take it from there. I have a lady stepping forward, and as this lady comes in here, I felt very strongly that this lady would have suffered like anxiety, and I felt like these palpitations in my chest as well. And it's funny because you mentioned a song, Judith, but I was also getting a song, and it was Tears on My Pillow, Pain in My Heart, You're Always Mine. It is an old song, but I was getting that song, Tears on My Pillow. I feel this lady had many pain physically and emotionally. And I also feel as she comes in here, anxiety was a big part of her problem too. She also lost her husband first, and she struggled greatly after the loss of her partner or husband, or partner on either sex. And I also feel that the partner used to look after her a great deal. Okay, so I feel that she lost basically her rock there, and I also feel as well that she was a mother with 2 children, and I felt there was a grandson or a son connecting with her, and I also feel, which is quite strong, like either she suffered with abuse from the past, or she's connecting with somebody here that has suffered abuse from the past. I actually heard quite clearly Stockholm syndrome, and I really wasn't quite sure what Stockholm syndrome was, so I had to look it up. So I heard it really clearly. So either this lady suffered from this, because I feel she was a very forgiving lady to the person who abused her, or there's somebody here she's talking about who's been abused and has been very forgiving, and because it's part of their character. But I know this is very, very strong with the Stockholm syndrome, and I'm not really sure who I'm connecting with, to be fair. So if anybody can understand this lady who, as I said, has came forward with great anxiety, not now in spirit world, but this is something that she did suffer from. And I know the song Tears in My Pillow was there. There was palpitations with this lady, so she suffered on and off these palpitations as well. So if anybody can understand anything that I'm saying here just now, she's a mother as well, and I also feel she's a grandmother too. Okay, so if anyone can understand any of what I'm saying at the moment, just let me know. Her husband passed before her as well, or her partner passed before her. I feel a mother of two children. Also get the name Glenda. Glenda. Can you, darling?
My sister's called Glenda, and my mother-in-law, her husband passed. They celebrated their 50th wedding anniversary. He passed before her, and she, when you say the Stockholm, she would have suffered anxiety because of a bereavement.
Yes, right. Okay. Can you understand the Stockholm syndrome though? With the way I am getting it is there was abuse in the past.
Not from her, but yes, yeah.
Okay, and very forgiving with this as well. Very, very forgiving with it. And this lady, it's like this lady wants to kind of put. It's like she wants to just open her arms here and hug you. Okay, would you understand this?
I thought she was coming through before I gave my reading, because I kept looking at our photos and I was like, oh please, and I was like, I can't chat. And then
no, it's fine. We go where spirit leads us, and I don't know anything about your family at all, so we go where spirit leads us. Now I do know that Stacey has commented and also said that she can resonate a lot with that. What I would like to just clarify and validate with you, Stacey, is a couple of things which is really, really important, okay, that you would need to understand. One, the name Glenda, okay, that came in very strong. And also the lady herself, who is in spirit world, is also, I feel she suffered from a bit of anxiety, palpitations, but abuse was definitely there for her or somebody in the family. And Stockholm syndrome was a solid, they couldn't have get shouted out to me loud enough. Okay, so if you can understand all of it, then let me know. If you can't understand those parts of it, then I don't feel then we'll be going forward with that with you. Okay.
Stockholm syndrome.
Yeah.
Stockholm, I can. I've never made it. I've never had it a secret from my past, and my yeah. I guess it says it in the dictionary.
Okay. Stacey, can you take Stockholm syndrome? I'm just speaking to spirit world here, just now. Just 2 seconds. Judith, can you take though that your mother-in-law had 2 children?
She's more than 2. She's giving you the 2 for me.
And one a grandson. She talks about a grandson as well. Yeah. Okay. I just feel I'm with you, Judith, and I
feel very strongly you're with me.
I feel thank you, Stacey, for coming forward with that. But I've asked spirit and they're pulling me to you. I actually feel as if I'm sitting right beside you. I don't feel as if I'm sitting here in my own home. I feel as if I'm right there with you just now. And I feel Stacey can take everything except the name Glenda, and it's very, very strong. Glenda's very, very, your sister's. And also, can you also take October as well, the month of October, for an anniversary or a birthday or both? But I'm getting October.
Birthday.
Yeah. I also feel this is your this is your ex-mother-in-law, is that correct?
No, she is my mother-in-law, but she's telling you my story.
That's fine. So you understand then
Yeah.
the connection with this, because I felt also tears in my pillow, pain in my heart, you're on my mind. I do feel this is very, very connected to yourself. Okay. And I feel that she wishes that she had known more and been there more than she was able to do. Okay. I also want to say as well that she's really is like applauding you for being such a forgiving lady. And you know, she would have been not quite as much, she said. Okay. You know, and I feel this lady she was quite you know, she probably no nonsense, I feel, with her as well, you know. But I also feel that she's glad that you have been forgiven, but she also is saying, I wasn't quite so forgiven when I led my life here on earth, okay, with certain people, okay. She also gives me a brother as well in spirit world. She talks about her brother being in spirit world. And also I hear the name Joseph. The name Joseph may have been known as Joe. Does that make sense? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's from my past.
Yeah, okay, because she's also giving me that too. I want to also give you the card here. This for you, sweetheart, okay? And it's keep going, okay? And this is about using your energy for any disappointments that to fuel your creative project, okay? Through your emotions. Now, as I look at this card and I'm connecting also with spirit world, I know that you know, you're having through a great deal in your own life, and the things have been challenging, but also you have used it in a positive way to help other people, you know, and you have helped other people, and you still will help other people, you know. So what's happened to you in the past has not been an easy journey, because every time you felt you were getting there, there was always somebody there to try and knock you down. And this is all part of building that fuel and the fire and the fuel of getting you stronger, so as you can move forward without anything round about you ever suffocating you or getting into your heart and soul and making you feel lost. I will say, though, she is telling me, though, at this moment in time, that you are doing something that is making you feel a little bit uncomfortable, a little bit lost, and a little bit vulnerable. She's also saying here, remember, Judith, how it should feel like. Remember how it should feel like. Okay. And she doesn't want you taking 2 steps back. Okay. She wants you taking 2 steps forward. Okay. So she's coming in with great positivity, and she's saying, keep going in your direction. Okay. Use every experience that you have for your own development, This lady, I feel, worked very, very hard for everything she got. Absolutely everything she got, she worked hard for. And there was times at the end of the week, you know, even after, you know, all the hard work, you know, there was still shortage of pennies in a jar. She shows me pennies in a jar as well. And she said, you know, money is not everything. She realized family, love and support is. And she wants you to know that is something you should be very proud of, that you have in abundance. Okay. And she wants you to also let go of some things that has been pulling you down over the past 4 to 5 days. 5 days, she talks about, go back 5 days when you were starting to feel a bit of a drop of energy coming down you, and you were feeling, I need to escape from this, and it was a bit of, I want to get out of this, but it was this kind of, I don't like this feeling. And she's saying, I was there during that time. She said, but unfortunately, you've had to go through these feelings, but to let go of some things that's still kind of lingering there, you know, that she doesn't want to be lingering there, because it touches certain parts of your life at certain points. This woman has got a lot of love for you. She also gives me as well her another name coming in of Bill or William as well. She gives me that name coming in too. So does this all make sense to you, sweetheart?
Yeah, I'm actually feeling very emotional.
I know, darling. I know.
And not in a bad way, in a good way.
Yeah, but you know, it's also something though that you're needing to release, okay? You know, and you're in good company. You know, you're with people you trust, okay? You're with spirit world, and you know you can trust me. You know, and I'll always have your back, always, okay? So the love is there. The love is there. But your message is keep going, okay? Because something beautiful and something beautifully new is going to come out for you in October. And I think I gave you October for a birthday anniversary, but there's something else coming out for you in October that I feel very.
I've wrote down yesterday, October.
Yeah. Did you? Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. For what you gave, Alice, for people who don't know or anything, you don't know my past, you don't know anything, but
no.
I've never hid the past, I've never hid where I've come from, and I've never hid my passion as to why I want to help other people. But that Stockholm, excuse my dog in the background.
He's having his say. He likes to have his say.
It was exactly for me. If you read that out of the dictionary.
Oh wow! It's 22:22.
Yeah.
Right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just knew you were with me, Alice, because I kept looking at our photos, and I was drawn to photos, and I knew she was here. But I also have been toying with something this week that I've been wanting to do, but it's to help other people. But I'm quite an open book with me. I've always been an open book, but there's something that I've really always just kept to myself. And it was something I toyed with sharing this week. And that's, I feel, is what she's talking about. And I feel I will, whenever the time's right, I'll share. But it's not just for me, it's to help a lot of people.
Exactly, Judith. Exactly.
I know she came. I knew she was here. I knew it was her. I just knew. So thank you. That was beautiful. And my sister's Glenda, and my father-in-law's him. And so 100% on point. 100% on point.
Yeah. Well, please take her love and remember what the card's saying. Okay, you keep going. Okay, keep going and doing the beautiful job that you are doing for Spirit World. And never you change who you are. Okay? All right? Never you change who you are. You know, you work your way and you do things your way, sweetheart. Okay? Because you have a beautiful connection with Spirit. And there's more to come. There's more to come.
Yeah, thank you. I feel very emotional right now. I just feel very emotional, but in a loving way. In a loving way. So, thank you.
You're very welcome. Yeah. So we're now at 10:25. So So we've only got 5 minutes left, really, Judith. So it would be a really quick message for somebody here to,
rather than bringing somebody in to do a quick message, is there any messages of guidance that we can give for the last 5 minutes? You know, like what have you a question you can ask that we can just come in and help answer that question? So maybe a few people on the feed can get a question answered.
Yeah. Good thinking. So if anybody's got a question at all, then ask us, okay, and we'll see.
Trish, ask a question if you have a question. Yeah, just give a few more people a chance before we finish.
Yeah. if you've got any questions at all, or if there's something that you may be wanting to see if we can find out about, bear in mind, we're not fortune tellers. We're spiritual. We work with spirit world, so we're mediums, and anything that comes through is always spiritually guided. So don't be asking for the lottery numbers.
Or is there a guidance? Is there anything in your journey that you've been stuck with that you're not sure how to kind of look upon, interpret?
Yeah. Okay.
That's the message.
Tricia says just like she's asking for guidance, please. But guidance on what's your question? What's your question? Okay. So if you've got a question, anyone, just put it. Okay, here's Stacy. Stacy's came up with one. Okay. So Stacy's got, I need career advice.
There's a new job coming. There's change coming. I'm getting there's change. As soon as I read Stacey's question, I was told change, career change. Your path's going to change.
Oops. Right, can I just give you something here? That 2 cards just flicked right out. I nearly lost it. Okay, and it's happy news is coming. There's happy news coming, all right? So, this is all about your prayers will be answered, and this is to do with work. I also feel an interview is still to take place for a job. Okay, I don't feel it's quite came yet, all right? But there is definitely a new job interview. The next card that came in here was this is all about perfectionism. Okay, so everything you kind of do as well as it's got to be perfect, okay, or you wouldn't do it at all. But I also feel that you procrastinate a great deal about things, so you prevent things from happening, so don't let fear get in the way of moving forward.
Just about to say that. Because I think she lets fear stop her.
Yeah, it's because you really do need to just go with it, and had a bad year so far. But if we dwell on our bad year and we stay there, okay, so we can acknowledge it, we can acknowledge the emotions, we can release
we don't want to stay in that energy.
And it doesn't matter, that you may come back to that maybe a few months time or a year from now. If it comes back again, you deal with it when it comes back, okay, and then you release it again. But I do feel your confidence is took a bit of a dip, and you also have a grandmother who's come forward as well. And I feel this lady, you were very close to, and I also know that she was actually the matriarch of the family. I feel that she kept everybody kind of all in order, and told them, if you've not done this, and why have you not done it? She kind of was the rock of the, you can understand that she was a kind of the rock of the family, okay. And I feel that she's guiding you very much just now. Guiding you very, very much to just say to you, oh Trish, sorry darling, I've put the wrong one up. It's Trish. There you go. But okay.
I have to say that Trish learned a lot of lessons this year.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure she's looking at it like that, but we have to come through. We have to experience life in order to achieve those lessons and to learn from things that and learn in different ways. And I want to say, Trish, you very much learnt a lot of lessons this year. Try and look at it as not a bad year. I always try and say thank you for those lessons, because even as hard as they are, they're what makes us. And I feel that there's a lot of lessons came forward for you, Trish. So say thank you, look at them in a positive note, and think, okay, I understand what I've learned out of those going forward. because I do feel that there will be cycles, like Alice said, there's going to be cycles repeat themselves with you. And it's going to be something you've already went through. It's going to come forward again. But you're going to go a different direction with it. You're not going to go, and I feel it's involving a person. I feel that there's another person in your life. I want to say you have a relationship with someone that is going to resurface the lessons you learned from that person this year in the relationship going forward will surface again. Go with the lessons. Always go with the lessons.
Yeah.
Don't repeat the same cycle.
No,
sorry.
Because see, when we do, it comes back in full circle again, and we go through the same experiences again. So if and it's happened to us all. I've did. I'm sure Judith has done it as well, and it comes back round again, and then you realise, hey, wait a minute here. I've had enough of this. I can't cope with this anymore. I want change. I want to move forward in my life. And the spirit need to hear you say that, sweetheart, okay? And they will be there. They will be there, and they will move you forward. They'll help move you forward. They'll be there, and you'll feel that confidence. You'll feel that security. But you have a good option of a job coming, and I do feel the money will be all right. The money will be good. But I also feel you need to money manage a little bit better than you've been doing as well, and this will help you do that. Okay, so a lot coming good for you, sweetheart. Okay, I'm sorry we can't get round everybody, but it's now 10:30, leaving 10:30 tonight. I hope you have enjoyed the show and the readings, and I will hope you will join us again next Tuesday. In fact, it'll be on next Tuesday, and I think I'm back.
Are you not away next Tuesday?
Oh my gosh, I am. Yeah,
I'm on holiday. Can I just say, Alice?
I am on holiday.
Trish, the message I was passing was for you. And I see you said you've been single for 4 years. When I talk about relationship, it doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. It's a relationship in general, Trish. Please take that. And if I could just say before I finish, guys, on the 16th of August, I'm doing an online event with Spirit for spiritual name blessings. You can purchase your ticket off the website, my website, or off my Facebook page. But it's on the 16th of August at 7:30 p.m. online. Once the ticket's been purchased, your Zoom link is sent. So it'd be lovely to see you and have you and receive your spiritual name. I was very lucky. I was given my spiritual name. I'm very grateful. Only Spirit can give you that. So lovely to see you there. Alice, you're going on holiday.
I'm going on holiday. I know. I told you this COVID's left me with brain fog. Imagine forgetting my holiday. Yeah, but I will be on next Monday. I'll be on next Monday. I have a guest next Monday, so I will be on next Monday. It will just be myself next Monday and the guest. But what I would like to also share is I am going on holiday, but I'm also doing a workshop. When I am away, I'm doing a workshop which will be on Saturday, the 3rd of August, and it will be down in Hereford. Is Westfields Community Hall in Hereford, and if anybody's interested in it, it's the workshop is called Ignite Your Soul Mediumship Workshop, and it's Saturday the 3rd of August, 1 o'clock until 5, and booking is in advance. If anybody's interested, then please contact me. Contact also is through my page, Spark of Light, Spiritual Medium and Psychic. I've got all the information on there as well. Okay, and I will be doing a demonstration on the Sunday morning service, and I'll also be doing a demonstration at a different church on this Sunday evening. Okay, so I will be posting that about my demonstrations Sunday morning and Sunday evening, but there is a workshop it will be on this Saturday. It will be on this Saturday there as well. So I'm really looking forward to doing this. I've, as I say, it's on my page. I can't remember everything that I'm doing, and unfortunately,
our website and our Facebook
yeah,
page, and
I know.
Yeah, you'll see it.
Unfortunately, I've had to cancel a few churches that I was really looking forward to attending, but I have to think about my own health, and I have to just concentrate on one aspect. So when we are in Hereford, we are going on holiday next Tuesday. Thank you, Judith, for reminding me. So I'll be on holiday on the Tuesday, and the workshops on the Saturday, and the Dems on the Sunday. But we will still be on holiday. We're taking our touring caravan down, so we're going to have 10 days down there that I'm really looking forward to having a break before and after. So it won't be on next Tuesday, and we won't be on the following Tuesday, but we will be on the Monday. Next Monday, we will definitely be on, and then Judith and I will be back again after the 12th of August. So Thank you for joining us all. Any words have I forgot anything, or have you forgot anything?
I was just looking at Ignite Your Soul mediumship workshop that you're running. It's on, you can get it on the Sparkle of Light. You can get it on Alice's Facebook page. And it's the Saturday the 3rd of August, 1 to 5 p.m. And you can contact Alice through our website. And also, let me see, and also on the 28th of August, because you're not going to be here, so we'll let everybody know about the 28th of August. Arden Capel, am I saying that correctly?
Oh yeah, that's right, Judith, I forgot about that.
Doors open at 7 p.m, guys, starts at 7:30. And you can buy the tickets. You can do is it a meal option? Can you do?
Yeah, you can get a meal prior hand if you wish. It's Kirsty Manson. Yeah, Kirsty Manson and myself that's doing the demonstration. And if you book online, you're in with the competition where there's 2 free gifts to be won on the night. Thank you so much, my darling. I completely forgot.
I'm going to take up management here. What are you joking? It's I wanted to make sure and say that because you're going to be away, so you're not really getting people aren't going
That's
to
right.
Yes, right. So 28th of August, definitely, guys, check it out because you get your free gifts. You're getting a good package there.
There's 2 free gifts to be won on it.
Yeah, and before I go, guys, can I just say, Prophetic News episode 9 came out yesterday on my YouTube channel, Judith Miller YouTube channel. And please check it out. We predicted Mr. Trump's attempted assassination in episode 8. There's more to come with Mr. Trump. He needs to be very careful. There's a lot more to come, but like always, Spirit has never failed. So episode 9 is out now on my YouTube channel.
Yeah, I'm going to listen to it tonight. I'm going to go to my bed, and I'm going to put my earpods on, and I'm going to get all cozy, and I'm going to listen to it. Yeah.
I love the way they give time, and then it's the revelations for the collective. I love the way they're reaching out to everybody, and they're really giving everybody that support. And I feel everybody needs that support right now, Alice.
Oh gosh, yeah. Oh yeah. The world is a bit crazy at the moment. Yeah.
Yeah. But always try and look at life in a positive way, guys, because that's what we create.
Yeah, exactly. What you put out is what you can create. So no matter what's going on in your life, just try and say to yourself, okay, well that's not going to happen. Things are going to be better. We're going to pull through this. Okay. But listen, I want to thank all the listeners, and also remember this is going on to podcasts on Spotify and all the other platforms that we have.
We need to stop talking. We never
Yeah, I know. We keep saying we're
There
going
we
and we're
go.
going.
Look,
There you
Radio
go.
Public, Podchaser, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music. Gosh, we're everywhere. Everywhere you go, we're there.
There you go. Yeah. So thank you everybody for joining us, and I'm looking forward to seeing you all on Monday. I'll miss you, Judith. I will miss you, my darling.
I'll miss you too.
But you know, you'll be with me in spirit. I know you'll be with me in spirit.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Maybe in your suitcase too.
Yeah.
Never know.
Yeah. Okay, so good night, God bless, and love you all. Love you all.
Good night, guys.